Welcome, dear friends, to Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul. If you're new here, this channel celebrates the nostalgic elegance of vintage decor, where antiques, cozy farmhouse charm, and timeless treasures come together to create soulful spaces. Today's theme is all about bringing that comfort to every room through the magic of Plaid and Gingham. In this video, we'll explore how these classic patterns, beloved for generations, can weave warmth and cheer throughout your home. From a soft gingham valance in the kitchen to a faded plaid blanket in the bedroom, every detail speaks of simpler times. We'll show you how to style them with intention, heart, and a dash of old-fashioned charm. If cozy, character-filled homes speak to your soul, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps keep our vintage-loving community strong. Now, let's begin our room-by-room journey into the timeless world of gingham and plaid. The entryway sets the tone for your home. It's the first glimpse into your world. A few thoughtful touches can transform even a small space into a warm, inviting retreat. Start with a gingham bench cushion or a vintage umbrella stand. These subtle details immediately signal comfort, nostalgia, and hospitality. Layer in character with a worn wooden bench or a small console table painted in a soft, distressed white. A gingham-framed mirror or wall hook board adds both charm and function. These timeless touches don't scream for attention but quietly welcome with grace and familiarity, just like Grandma's front hall used to. For color, consider classic gingham in faded red, pale blue, or buttery yellow, hues that echo warmth and history. Add a basket with cozy plaid scarves or a pair of old leather boots beneath the bench. These well-loved elements instantly ground the space in authenticity and charm. The kitchen is the heart of the home, and nothing feels more heartwarming than soft gingham touches dancing in the morning light. A ruffled gingham valance above the window, a checked apron hung neatly on a peg, or a set of gingham tea towels can bring a feeling of cheerful simplicity. Red or blue gingham in particular offers a nostalgic link to old country kitchens, spaces filled with home-baked warmth, and stories shared over pie. These patterns pair beautifully with enamelware, open shelving, and time-worn wood. The result is a space that invites lingering and encourages laughter over coffee. Add more texture with a plaid tablecloth draped over a farmhouse table or seat cushions on your chairs in coordinating patterns. Don't worry about everything matching perfectly. The gentle contrast of checks and plaids only enhances the lived-in, layered charm that makes a kitchen feel truly loved. The dining room is where we gather, not just for meals, but for moments. Plaid and gingham add layers of personality here. Think soft checker table runners, vintage napkins, and mismatched chairs in cozy tones. These patterns speak of comfort, of meals served with love, and stories shared across generations. Plaid textiles in earthy hues, like forest green, cranberry red, or wheat yellow, ground the space with rustic elegance. Pair them with an old oak table, time-worn candlesticks, and a set of chipped enamel plates. It's not about formality, it's about creating a space where guests instantly feel at home. Try a mix-and-match approach: gingham seat cushions, plaid napkins, and a neutral table runner. Add dried flowers in a vintage pitcher or hang a check-patterned plate on the wall for charm. These details layer beautifully, bringing a sense of warmth, history, and celebration to everyday meals. The living room is where comfort truly comes to life, and plaid is your coziest companion. A faded plaid throw draped over a linen sofa, a few gingham pillows nestled beside, and a soft wool rug underfoot set the tone for laid-back vintage charm. It's warmth you can see and feel. Choose plaids in rich, mellow tones, burnt orange, forest green, or deep navy. These colors feel grounded and familiar. Pair them with natural wood coffee tables, antique books, and flickering candles. The room should whisper stories of simpler days and cozy evenings spent by the fire, wrapped in timeless comfort. Layer textures thoughtfully: distressed leather, soft gingham curtains, even a plaid-upholstered footstool can bring dimension. Let your textiles speak, but softly. The goal is to create a space where people feel immediately at ease, a room that feels like a hug at the end of a long day. The bedroom is your sanctuary, and nothing whispers restfulness quite like layers of gingham and plaid. Picture a soft gingham duvet in blush or pale blue, flanked by weathered nightstands and delicate lace curtains. It's a gentle, nostalgic palette that invites deep rest and morning daydreams alike. Plaid throws in buttery yellows or dusty grays can be folded at the foot of the bed, adding cozy dimension without overwhelming. Pair with vintage iron bed frames, ruffled pillow shams, and a time-worn quilt passed down through generations. These soft textiles anchor the room with comfort and familiarity. Let the walls share in the softness. Try gingham wallpaper behind the bed, or a plaid upholstered bench near a sunny window. Wooden floors and antique lighting bring everything together. It's a space made for quiet reflection, wrapped in the colors and textures of sweet simplicity. Even the smallest room in the home can radiate charm with a few well-placed gingham or plaid accents. A ruffled gingham curtain below a sink, a check pattern hand towel, or a soft plaid rug instantly transforms a plain bathroom into a cozy country retreat. It's all about the little touches. Soft reds or faded blues work beautifully in a farmhouse-style bathroom. Pair gingham fabric with aged wood shelves, ceramic jars, and antique mirrors to create a space that feels timeless and serene. These gentle patterns bring a welcoming softness to even the most functional corners of the home. You can also line a cabinet with plaid wallpaper or display folded gingham linens on an open shelf. It's a nod to the past that feels fresh and elegant. With just a few details, even your bathroom becomes a continuation of your home's nostalgic story. A cozy reading nook offers the perfect space to combine the comfort of soft patterns with the charm of quiet moments. Picture a gingham cushion on a vintage armchair, paired with a plaid throw and a little footstool tucked beneath. This is where stories live, both on the shelf and in the design. Warm plaid fabrics in gentle earth tones, moss green, oatmeal, faded rust, can soften the edges of built-in shelves or window seats. Add a gingham-lined basket for your favorite reads and a vintage-style reading lamp with a floral patterned shade. Everything in this space should invite calm and quiet reflection. You can even hang a gingham curtain over a small window or frame a cherished quote in plaid-trimmed fabric. These simple elements tell a story of gentle nostalgia. A reading nook dressed in vintage charm becomes more than just a space, it becomes an experience of peaceful, everyday joy. The laundry room may be utilitarian, but it doesn't have to lack style or charm. A cheerful gingham curtain hiding the lower cabinets, or a vintage plaid ironing board cover adds instant farmhouse flair. These simple changes make a big impact, turning the task of laundry into a much more pleasant ritual. Consider adding a soft blue or red gingham valance above a window to let in natural light, and pair it with enamelware bins for a vintage touch. Wooden shelves, painted in a soft white or muted sage, can hold wicker baskets lined in plaid fabric, merging function and nostalgia. Hang a framed gingham swatch as wall art, or install a plaid-patterned rug for a pop of warmth. These small, sweet details breathe life into what's usually a forgotten space. With just a few vintage touches, your laundry room can become a little haven of cottage-style charm. Your porch is the first impression of your home, and the perfect place to introduce plaid and gingham charm. A gingham tablecloth on a small bistro set, a checkered cushion on a rocking chair, or even a plaid throw tossed over a porch swing instantly makes the space feel cozy, cheerful, and lived in. To enhance that farmhouse feel, pair these textiles with whitewashed wood, iron lanterns, and vintage planters. Choose soft colors like butter yellow, faded red, or powder blue to create a warm, welcoming ambience. With birds chirping and sunlight streaming in, this becomes a favorite place to relax and unwind. Don't forget the details: a gingham flag banner, a plaid rug beneath your seating area, or even a vintage enamel pitcher holding fresh flowers. These little accents create big charm. With gingham and plaid touches, your porch transforms into a peaceful extension of your vintage-inspired home. Blending gingham and plaid may seem tricky at first, but when done right, the result is effortlessly charming. The key lies in varying the scale. Pair a large buffalo plaid blanket with a small check gingham pillow for contrast that feels natural. Keep the colors cohesive for a soft, collected farmhouse look. Choose a unifying palette such as warm creams, faded reds, or powder blues to tie everything together. A gingham-lined basket beside a plaid-upholstered bench works beautifully when grounded by neutral tones. By softening the transition with textures like wood, linen, and cotton, the combination feels timeless and easy on the eye. Don't be afraid to add floral prints or stripes alongside your gingham and plaid. A ruffled floral valance next to a gingham armchair, or striped wallpaper behind a plaid quilt, brings depth and soul to your design. The farmhouse style thrives on thoughtful layers that tell a gentle, lived-in story. Gingham and plaid are more than just patterns. They're woven memories, gentle comforts, and symbols of timeless simplicity. Whether draped across a porch swing, lining your kitchen shelves, or softening your favorite chair, these patterns bring the heart of the farmhouse home into every room. By mixing soft textures, warm hues, and vintage-inspired details, your space becomes a storybook of cozy elegance. Each check and stripe whispers of a slower pace, homemade joys, and the grace of old-fashioned charm. With a few thoughtful touches, your home will radiate warmth and personality that never goes out of style. Thank you for joining us on this cozy journey through vintage-inspired decor. If you found inspiration today, please like, comment, and subscribe to Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul. We'd love to hear how you style your favorite gingham or plaid piece. Until next time, keep creating spaces full of history, heart, and soul.